So, the tower is all about unexpected change, something that was built on a very shaky foundation, whether that be a relationship, a job, an actual home. Anything that's not secure or solid will fall away with the tower. But normally this card talks about just outside forces exerting their powers on us, or, you know, other people make decisions and we can really only react to it because we don't have control over whatever is happening. So sometimes that's just a challenge in and of itself, dealing with situations that we can't control, right? We all like to be in control of our lives and where we're going. And you know, when things happen that it's like, oh my God, I can't do anything about this. You know, we can kind of start to feel helpless about it. For some of you, this could have been a change in a relationship because Isa is here. So maybe you are recently divorced, or you're going through a divorce or a separation, and maybe this came as a surprise to you. Or these energies can always work both ways, Libra. Maybe it was you kind of springing this on somebody that you wanted to break up, or you wanted to, you know, you weren't happy, you wanted to get a divorce. Because you have Aeol, which is actually a very beneficial rune, it indicates spiritual guidance. Whatever is happening, whatever unexpected has been going on, or whatever has kind of shaken up the foundations, has been for the better, and it's actually clearing the way for better energy and for opportunities to kind of start coming at you. This was in the way. Whatever has been kind of falling away, this person, this relationship, this job, this situation was blocking you. It was in your way. And, you know, I think the most difficult thing with this is the residual feelings, the residual attachments that kind of hang around when there's been a breakup. So you may be feeling attached still to someone from the past, or someone that you are no longer with, Libra, even though maybe, you know, they hurt you and kind of left you with there was no decision to make, but to end that. Could have been the same with a job. Maybe you were fired from a job or let go, and you know, you took it really hard because, you know, of course, it's like, hey, what am I supposed to do now? You know, how am I supposed to support myself? But even if that was the case, that job was holding you back from what you're either really supposed to be doing, or you were miserable there anyway, and now you're going to be free to find a better situation. Or that is what you are working on. And I do think for some of you, this is job focused, because I got a lot of indications here that there are going to be some choices and opportunities coming up in July regarding work, career. So whatever has happened, unexpected though it may have been, and disappointing and hurtful though it may have been, it was supposed to happen. It was because your spiritual guidance is here. Spirit was clearing the way for the new. So your challenge in July is, again, yeah, just kind of getting over this, or letting it go, or not thinking about it, moving on with your life, moving on to better vistas, surrounding yourself with better people too. Because for some of you that this was a relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. It could have been an argument and a severing of ties with anyone, but it would have been something that was very significant to you, a relationship that was quite significant. But for many of you, you broke off with somebody because someone better came along. This is all about new influences as well. If it's not talking about spiritual guidance, which it always is, really, it can talk about somebody new entering your life who is very beneficial, very supportive, very helpful to you, very help you kind of get over the hump or transition into a new phase. And you're still being guided by spirit to meet this person. So they're coming in due to spiritual intervention in a way. Now, in the present energy, so this would be the end of June moving into July, we've got the Two of Coins. So this is talking about, you know, opportunities, partnering up with another person or a business. So, and you've got the rune of joy next to this. So there's a goal or something that you've gone after that you are very happy about. You've either gotten the job, you may have gotten two jobs, some of you with the Two of Coins, or Yeah, maybe you're starting a business with a partner. You decided to team up and start collaborating on something, or some of you are working 2 jobs, or you are going to be going to school. You're juggling 2 different things, right? Some of you are just going to be able to juggle your finances. Maybe there was something that was a big kind of financial blow. The Tower can sometimes be that too, like a huge expense, or something breaks, that's quite expensive to fix. And you were wondering, oh my God, am I going to be able to pay for this? And 2 points is saying, yes, you're going to be able to juggle your finances. You're going to be able to, take money from one account, move it into another, and make this happen here. Make sure that everything is taken care of and paid. But some of you are going to have a choice between 2 job options. And it's nice to have choices. I think you're going to be excited about both of them. There's one that I feel like you've put a lot of effort into getting, or it's one that you really are excited about. Like you really want to work for this company. You really want to team up with this person. So you're manifesting before, right here out of the gate in July, Libra, money-wise, career-wise, definitely teaming up with somebody to bring in more money, make more money, create a company that's going to bring in more money. Some of you may be working the day job and starting a business or partnering with someone on part-time to see how it goes. But this would be somebody that you get along with. And I feel like maybe you met them. If you met them at work, or they are like in your network for career, you also get on as friends. This would be somebody that you just enjoy spending time with, whether you're at work or, out socializing and having fun. So I feel like you trust this person. They trust you. You have a similar vision. Everything is in line, and your strengths really kind of mesh well together. And if it's a company that you're partnering with, the same thing. The environment is very in tune with yours, vibing with yours. So not like this other place. Not like this place where you got fired or let go from. So yeah, I think you're going to see in July why whatever the Tower is signifying here, why it happened, what it was actually clearing the way for. And don't be afraid of the Tower. I know a lot of people are, but it's really, sometimes we want big change, and it's just that whole situation where it's kind of out of our control the way it happens. But the intensity of this will vary for all of you. Some of you, it will be, a lighter energy. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten something like this in a general reading, and it was just like an argument with somebody, or, a minor thing that maybe for other people was a big deal. But don't let it scare you. I'm really not feeling like this energy is that intense for most of you. It's like this was in the past, and it's just like you're still kind of trying to find your footing. But again, you're being protected by your spirit guide. You're being led by spirit, by your intuition, to applying for the right things and finding a way to replace whatever this was that was cleared away. And for many of you, it's a job. The help coming in, we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse. So this is, man, whatever this gig is, like there's not a lot of competition for it. So, and what I mean by that is not that there's no one applying. Although for some of you, maybe it's like you got the inside track, or you got, somebody's just hiring you outright without talking to anybody else. But what I mean by that for others of you is that there's not anybody with your skill level applying for this position that you want, or they don't have a shot compared to your resume. There's really like you're at the top of the game here, and it may be a bit of a slow process for this. I'm hearing someone like they're saying, okay, well, I really want to give it to you, but I have to interview the people that applied at the company. I have to go through this before we can get you in here and get going on this. So there may be a bit of a wait, but not overly long here with Dea. It just means like, it's not an overnight thing. There's a process, but you've got it in the bag here, Libra. So those of you that are concerned about finding another job, don't be. I really don't feel like you're going to have a lot of problems. And July, I think is going to solidify that for you. What must be accepted? You've got the Hanged Man. So this is a period of suspension. Again, kind of reiterating what we were talking about here, waiting before you can move ahead. But again, it's like it's a goal you can achieve. You're going to get the gig. And I think you'll get word that you have it or that you're going to get it. But it's just one of those things where it's like I can't sign on the dotted line yet, or I have to wait until some other process is completed before I can do this. For others of you, maybe you have to, like you're teaming up with this person, but it's like, I can't leave my full-time day job. Because again, remember, some of you are juggling like the day job, but also kind of starting a side business or a business partnership with someone and doing that too. So you may be kind of like, okay, I gotta wait. I really do want to quit my day job and just do the thing I want to do full time, but I gotta wait and see. I don't want to rush into anything. Some of you, there's a job in a different location that may require either a longer commute or a move. But I feel like you want to move. Like with AWAS, you want this shift to happen now, or you just want to move into the job right away. But some of you, maybe this time out is taking place, or this like period of having to wait, so that you can look at like, where would I live, and kind of review those choices. Or some of you may be giving it, maybe like you get the job, but then because it's in, you have to move and relocate. You know, you have to get all that situated before you can start the job. Maybe that's the kind of waiting period here for some of you. Many of you, this opportunity, like if the job hasn't appeared yet when you're watching this at the beginning of July, you've got the Ace of Rods. So it is going to come out of nowhere, unexpected. With Hagelas, it's weird because hail is it's got a lot of similarities to the Tower card. It's like, so for me, seeing that it's going to come in an unexpected way, or a way that, like, you know, it's not going to be a way you have control over, like scrolling on the internet looking for jobs, or, you know, anything you're putting effort into to find a job. It's going to come to you in an unexpected way. And for those of you that it doesn't happen in July, it's definitely going to happen within the time frame of summer, because I've got the sun rune here. So before September 21st, anytime between now and September 21st is when this opportunity is going to appear. And it is something that you're very passionate about as well. Now, this card does have a lot of associations with pregnancy and birth. So some of you with hail here could be giving birth in the summertime, but I really feel like for some of you, it could be an unexpected pregnancy that pops up in the summertime. Again, before September 21st. So be careful if you really don't want that. Because I mean, that would be something that would rock your world, right? And some of you, maybe that's what you're dealing with. It was like there was an unexpected pregnancy, and now, you know, my partner wasn't ready, and that's put the relationship either on shaky ground, or your partner has left and doesn't want anything to do with kids, or you know, you're the one who got someone pregnant and you don't want anything to, you know, but again, this is more like happening to you. So I feel like for many of you, it's just, your partner wasn't ready for that. But regardless, I mean, it's going to be a gift to you, those of you that are in that situation, because I feel like for the most part, maybe you didn't start out happy about it, or maybe you don't start out happy about it, but then you kind of get used to the idea and are kind of excited about it, kind of really excited about it, and passionate about it, because this Ace of Rods is in the upright. So, and there is like these little naked baby looking gnomes on here. I don't know if you can see that. It's right. He's right there in the middle of the tree, or the rod there. So yeah, this could be a baby shower, a celebration of a birth, or you and other people are going to be happy, whether or not the other parent is. But you know, maybe that you and the kid would be better off in that case, because again, with Aeol here, whatever happened is for the best. Or maybe they're going to change their mind or come to their senses. Maybe it was just a shocking thing at first, and they needed to think about that for a minute, or needed their space for a minute. But no, for many of you, I feel like this is a job opportunity coming in an unexpected way. And it's something you're very passionate about, or something that you really wanted. Like when you applied for it, you're really going to want to get this. And again, I feel like your qualifications, or even maybe just the way you word your cover letter, or the experience that you've had, it's going to kind of like, you know, put you in the lead for getting this position. So, wow, really awesome energy here, Libra. I really feel like the month is going to end on a positive note, and you feeling like it's time to take action, and I'm excited to take action on something, or I'm excited about the future. I'm excited to see where this is going. I'm feeling really positive because this is a victory. The sun rune is a rune also of victory, and not letting our thoughts drag us down, or negative self-image hold us back. No matter what's gone on before, because, you know, something like this, if it happened in the past, could shake your confidence a little bit, either in starting new relationships, or like if you were fired from a job or let go, it can kind of be like, oh, well, you know, I must not be any good at this. That's not the case. That's not what I'm seeing. In fact, I'm seeing you're one of the top in your field here, Libra, and I think you're going to get some excellent confirmation of that from the opportunities coming in for you in July. So, and you've got the rune of joy here as well. So whatever unexpected or shocking news that you got or will get in July, again, it's getting something out of the way so that this good stuff can come in. And it seems to be happening simultaneously, though. It's like yes, there's this, but then there's like, you already know about this as well. So it's kind of like outweighing anything that would be kind of throwing you for a loop, or anything unexpected going on. So let me know how this pans out for you, Libra. I'm interested in there's a lot going on in your reading here. So I would be interested in knowing how this pans out for you. Definitely let me know, especially at the end of July, like how this came to pass for you. Because I feel like for some of you, it may just be the tail end of July that this opportunity comes in, or maybe even later in the summer, but keep me updated.